This spring, Logan Square TV reported that the Chicago Department of Transportation has funded a study on the redesign of the plaza at Centennial Monument. When we spoke with neighbors near the square, the reaction was overwhelmingly positive.
As a pedestrian, I love it. I would enjoy it more and more, and it will remind me of Vienna. There's a square in Vienna that no traffic that goes through it, and people, their family, and their kids enjoy without any fear of being hit by a car or anything. So it'll be a very nice move. I am for it 100%.
I would love to see it be an area where people could walk freely. It's currently kind of hard to walk to the blue line if you're crossing. Some of the traffic reducing measures they've used there have helped, but cars still don't always stop for you, especially if you're with a young child.
As a pedestrian, it is kind of frustrating walking in this area. Some of the walking lights are out and just people not paying attention. It is a bit of a concern walking around here. As a driver, it just tends to get congested in here a lot.
Yeah, especially at that intersection. Because of the way it's partially a roundabout and then partially multiple streetlights at the one intersection, it gets very congested and just a bit cumbersome to drive around. Honestly, I try to avoid that intersection when possible.
As a biker enthusiast, I'm of course very positive on that idea. It's awesome when it first starts to get really warm in Logan Square. You'll see all kinds of families just out. Even if it's only 50 degrees, they are in this square with their families and just hanging out.
Initial proposals call for closing Milwaukee Avenue through the plaza to car and bus traffic, and also for rerouting Kedzie on the north side of Milwaukee to the west end of the plaza outside the train station. Among neighbors' concerns about the redesign of the plaza, one thing was common: traffic.
And I think that this is kind of the perfect place to do that. I think it'd be very difficult because of how important all of these roads are for traffic and for bus routes and things like that.
There's like one diagonal street that goes through Chicago. You can't do that.
Kedzie
right?
and Western and California, you can't really mess with those guys. Those guys are pretty important and vital to flow, pretty smooth transitional flow.
Common sense would suggest that making traffic drive around something rather than through something will cause that traffic to move more slowly. Not necessarily so, says 35th Ward Alderman Ray Colon.
The Bicentennial Improvement Project takes into consideration putting pedestrians first and cyclists second and automobiles third, but yet making it efficient for automobiles to get through there quicker.
Colon pointed out that nothing has been decided as far as how the BIP will look.
As this whole area gets engineered and we see what's possible and what it costs and what resources are available, then we'll get a better idea on which way to proceed with this. Until the city comes back to us in another 8 months or so with their findings, there may be components of the plan that are utilized and others that are not. We really don't know what that is yet.
Neighbor Rachel Foss summed up the fears of many who see changes coming to the area.
I'd love to see it do better. I just don't want to see the really amazing things that have already been here being pushed out.
At Kedzie in Milwaukee, I'm Maple Walker for Logan Square TV.